So we must talk about the Kansas City Chiefs are doing, and I have to use different clips from different games due to copyright, but let's get straight into this video. So the Kansas City Chiefs are coming off of a huge win versus the Miami Dolphins, and man, this was well needed. I mean, it wasn't the best win. Sometimes I really don't understand what the offense is doing, to be honest with you. But the defense comes up big as always. I mean, McDuffie's an absolute stud. I mean, 4 forced fumbles already on the season for him. And that's unreal. Like, McDuffie's playing like a top 5 cornerback in his league, and he is really making plays for us, man. And he's been making plays. He's really been a stud for this team. And you just have to love what Spags is doing with all of this young talent that he has. I mean, we really did everything right, man. We brought pressure. We were physical on the ball. We limited Tyreek as much as we can. And mind you, we don't have Nick Bolton right now, who's our best run stopper, and we still didn't do the worst against the run. So, man, this defense is truly something to be excited about. And I know Mahomes is excited because he knows how bad the offense has been struggling. I mean, 14 points was only scored on offense that game. And because we remember, we got a touchdown off of defense, so 14 points was scored off of offense that game. And we still was able to win the game against a top team in the NFL. So that goes to show you that we are winning in a new way. This is a new Kansas City Chiefs team. We are winning in a new way that we've never won before. That's why it feels so unreal to Chiefs fans. And we're going to see the Eagles after the bye week. So I think we're going to take that dub as well. And we could probably win out for the rest of the year, if you ask me. And we didn't do the worst against the run, man. So this defense is very, like I said, truly something to be excited about. And then we talk about that play. Like, it was unreal. I mean, McDuffie forces the fumble out of Tyreek Hill's hands. And mind you, we traded, McDuffie was included in that package that we got for Tyreek Hill. So then Mike Edwards recovers it, and he laterals it to Brian Cook. That was a high IQ play, and that was for a touchdown. That was just clever, man. And sometimes the defense, it really, truly does feel like an offense. Be it a 59-yard TD return, but like a 70-yard play in general. It was very, very fun to watch. And now we just go into the bye week and prepare for the Eagles, man. So Mahomes is another discussion that we have to talk about, right? This is kind of, I guess, the quote-unquote game manager Mahomes era, because he has a top defense, 185 yards with 2 touchdowns, or I'll say game manager season. Like, that's not Mahomes-like stats, but he's simply just doing enough to get the win. He's playing smarter, and I like it. Another thing I liked a lot was that Pacheco was getting touches, so he ended up getting 16 carries for 66 yards, and that's what we need to do, man. Give Pacheco more carries because he's a monster of a running back. But this team is simply legendary, man. If we could just keep this up and the offense cleans up the mistakes, then we'll be right back in the Super Bowl, and we will 2P as Super Bowl champions. And dudes like Rashee Rice, who's coming in every week, as a rookie, he's making plays, he's going crazy, he's doing his thing. I mean, he's a very good player, he's a good player, good rookie. I love how he could just take the screen passes and explode, and like how he got that easy touchdown. I mean, it's a big chance that Rashee might hit double-digit touchdowns this year. He's been doing very, very well when it comes to scoring TDs and just creating space. Like, he had that, what was that, 3rd and 1 or something like that? Or 3rd and short. He had that catch on the sideline where he extended and made a great grab. I was about to curse. Made a great grab and caught that to keep the chains moving. And things like that is why we like Rashee Rice. We respect him as a player, and we know that he's going to be a very good player for a long time in this league. And once he really, really develops and shows out and does what we expect him to do, now I expect Rashee Rice to have a 1,000-yard season. I mean, he's not getting that this year. A lot of people think he is. I mean, it's a chance, but I don't know. I feel like he's not getting that this year. But 800 is definitely very, very realistic for Rashee. And I just can't wait to see what he keeps doing. And the Chiefs are back. They're doing good as a whole. And being 7-2 heading into the bye week, I mean, we could have been 9-0. We could have been 8-1. But it's all right. Being 7-2 heading into the bye week is very, very good. I think that was similar to what happened last year. Well, we was like 6-2, and we are going to be fine. We're going to do well. We're going to go back to the playoffs, obviously, guaranteed. We're going to probably be the number 1 seed because I know the Ravens is going to have a stinker soon. They're not going to keep this up. The Ravens always have that one stinker game. And we're going to definitely be the number 1 seed, get that bye week, and get that divisional bye week, and probably coast right back to the Super Bowl with this historic defense. And if we got to win on some Patriots and Rams stuff, it don't matter. A Super Bowl is a Super Bowl, man. So I understand that the Kansas City Chiefs, obviously, like I said, man, they haven't played football like how they normally would, you know. The thing about Chiefs fans, well, I guess, because we know before, like, the Mahomes era, this was normal, but in the Mahomes era, Chiefs fans started to think like, well, not think, but we started to get too spoiled of how we would just score 40 on teams and our defense was so horrible that we just have to shoot out everybody to win. And that's just not how it is this year. I mean, it's kind of good and it's kind of bad. Our defense is very great, and that's helping us win these games easier and not having to score 40 points on every team we face, which is kind of a relief. But I get it. It's boring to watch, and the offense look like it stinks. But we are still an average offense. We're just not that Chiefs offense that everyone is used to. We're just an average offense with a elite defense that could possibly be the best defense in the NFL. So it's not too bad, man, when you really put it to my perspective and you think like how I'm thinking. It's not bad at all. Like, you have to like this. Like, you gotta love what this Chiefs team is now and what it came to, because last year the defense was good, but nobody expected it to be. Well, I expected it to be this good. I ain't gonna lie, because the moves that we was making and the Drew Tranquill and the what's his name, Mike Edwards signing, and then the drafts, and then the rookies being in their second year, I knew that this defense had a chance to really be a top unit. And a lot of people was hollering, fire Spags, fire Spags. And Spags has something to prove this year. He's proven that he's a top defensive coordinator in the NFL. I mean, doesn't he have 2 Super Bowls with us, and then he has 1 with the New York Giants? So Steve Spagnuolo, I mean, he's a great defensive coordinator, and now it's just showing, especially with all this young talent that we have on defense, like Trent All-Pro McDuffie. I mean, he's going to be All-Pro. L'Jarius Sneed, who I don't know what the hell. I mean, L'Jarius Sneed started off like an All-Pro, and he just started getting a bunch of holding calls. But other than that, he's been very solid. I mean, the safeties have been solid. Justin Reed, he gets burnt sometimes, but he's been good. Mike Edwards has been amazing. He's been amazing. He's really quietly being a top 15 safety in this league. And the D-line, Charles Omenihu, Chris Jones, George Karlaftis, Mike Danna. Mike Danna, I mean, he has 6.5 sacks on the year. Who I got to make a video on him. I have to make a video on Mike Danna. Karlaftis, well, he has 6. I think he has 6 sacks right now. So the D-lineman, Chris Jones, he hasn't had a sack in a few games, but he's going to get 10 sacks this year. George Karlaftis is going to get more than 10. Chris Jones is going to get more than 10 as well. Mike Danna is going to get more than 10. So we're probably going to have 3 D-linemen with more than 10 sacks. So that's going to be very good to see. And I can't wait for the second half of the season. But it's been your boy Chiefs Priority, and I'm out. Peace.